Hallo nochmal. In this video, I want to go over how you guys can use a Stundenplan, a schedule of your hours, an hourly schedule, to show your courses and to give you something to work with so that you don't have to do the thinking about your schedule part while you're trying to communicate about what your schedule is. So you're going to make a Stundenplan, with all of your different courses on it, and whatever else you have that's on your weekly schedule, like if you go to the gym or if you are a member of a club or something like that. You can put the club names in English, that's fine. But the course names, you're gonna just simplify them and put them in German. So if you have some, like, American history in the 20th century or something, just call it Geschichte, because we want to keep it simple. If you have university seminar, call it Rhetorik. Of course, Deutsch is going to be Deutsch. Das ist kein Problem. Okay, so you're going to do something similar to what is shown in the book for Aktivität 14 auf Seite 68, and you can see the example as well. I have that up on the course website, and also should be able to show it here for you, just to show what you can work with. That way, when you come into class and you start talking about your schedule with a partner, you'll be able to just see what the times and days are, and you don't have to use that recall part of your brain while you're trying to recall German things. Okay, so I'm going to go over the vocabulary for this Aktivität. Das ist nochmal auf Seite 68. That way you can begin to think about what you would say to a partner if you're describing your schedule. And that's part of the homework too. Okay. So, Ihr Studium. Wann haben Sie Unterricht? When do you have class? Okay, so in the box at the top, there are vocab items that I'm just going to go through and pronounce for you and give you some explanations in English. So, Viertel vor 8. The Viertel means quarter, right? So, is that time expression for at. Viertel vor, that's quarter till, so this would be quarter till 8. And then if you were going to say Viertel nach, that's quarter after. Von 9:30 bis 12. So that halb in there is halfway to the next hour. So 9:30 would be 9:30 Uhr. And if you have this von with a time and then bis and another time, that's from until. Okay, so von 10 bis 12, von 8 bis 9, von 8:30 Uhr bis 9:30 Uhr. You can use those expressions to give the range of times. 1 Uhr, this is an important note. So if you have the word Uhr, o'clock, then it's just 1 Uhr. If you don't have the word Uhr, then you say 1. So 1 is for when that number is all by itself, and that's the only time it has the S on it like that. Otherwise, you're just gonna say ein. So 1 Uhr oder 1. Just don't mix the two. Okay, kurz nach is an expression for shortly after. So maybe you get out of class at, let's see, 2:30, so 2:30 Uhr. So if you get out of class at 2:30 and you're going to meet after that, you can say kurz nach 2:30, shortly after, halfway to 3. Okay, there's always nie, never. We talked about immer as well, and manchmal, sometimes. Jeden Tag 9 Uhr. So jeden Tag is every day. You can insert any day of the week here if you want to use jeden Montag, jeden Dienstag, jeden Mittwoch, whatever. But you could also just say am Mittwoch in a general way to say, well, on Wednesday I have this. And that works. Viertel nach 5. So there's that Viertel nach, quarter after. 10 Minuten nach 11. You can just say 10 nach 11, 10 after 11. That makes sense, but 10 Minuten nach 11 also makes sense. 10 minutes after 11. Von 2 bis 4 Uhr. von 5 Minuten vor 4 bis Viertel nach 6. So from 5 minutes to 4 until quarter after 6. These are just showing the convoluted patterns you can get when you're combining all these different kinds of expressions. And then we have some sort of habitual language like nachmittags and morgens. So if you add the S to any of these parts of the day or any of the days of the week, so it works for montags, samstags, sonntags, abends, all of those different kinds of words, you can make it into an adverb. And that's saying evenings I do this, or Mondays I do this, whatever word you have. And that definitely indicates that it's habitual. So it's showing a pattern. If, on the other hand, you use that has a dual reading. So it's ambiguous between, is it this particular one that's coming, like am Montag habe ich Deutsch. Okay, that could be on this Monday that's coming up, or it could be just generally, I have German on Monday. It just depends on the context. Gegen Mittag, so around noon. Gegen is the less precise version of Gegen 6 Uhr, am Abend. Oh, here's one. Am nächsten Tag, so on the next day. Nächste is the word for next. It sounds a lot like English, but looks different. So am nächsten Tag, on the next day. And then you can have frequencies that happen within a day. So zweimal am Tag, dreimal am Tag. It could be however many times per day. So the mal, you just add with a number, and that makes it into that many times. And then the am Tag indicates the range where those number of times happen. Jeden Tag, I think we already discussed. And then oft, selten, that is often and seldomly or rarely. So I'll go through again just real quick those words starting with never. So nie for frequency, nie. Ab und zu, selten. Those are pretty synonymous. Ab und zu is like now and then. Selten is seldomly. Und dann manchmal, sometimes. Oft, often. Immer, always. Okay, so I think that about covers it. And yeah, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers!